about the last thing you ordered online. Maybe it was a phone charger, maybe clothes, maybe even groceries. You tapped, buy now, and within days it arrived at your door. It feels effortless. But behind that one click lies a vast global trade network moving billions of tons of cargo every year. And here's the shocking part. Most of the world's economy depends on just a handful of narrow waterways. Tiny passages of water that, if blocked, could send shockwaves across the entire global economy. In fact, in 2021, one ship got stuck for just 6 days, and it disrupted nearly 10% of global trade. So today we're going to uncover something fascinating. How just 3 narrow waterways quietly control global trade, oil supply, and international shipping. These are the world's most critical maritime choke points. And they are the Suez Canal, the Strait of Hormuz, the Strait of Malacca. 3 tiny waterways. But together, they control a massive share of global shipping routes and international trade. And if even one of them stops working, the entire world feels it. Before we dive in, here's a question. Which one of these choke points carries nearly 1/3 of the world's shipping traffic? The answer might surprise you. The first choke point is perhaps the most famous. The Suez Canal. Completed in 1869, this man-made canal cut through the Egyptian desert to connect the Mediterranean Sea with the Red Sea. Before the canal existed, ships traveling between Europe and Asia had to sail around the entire continent of Africa. That meant going around the Cape of Good Hope, which added 7,000 kilometers and weeks of travel time. The Suez Canal changed everything. It instantly became one of the most important global shipping routes in the world. Today, around 12% of global trade passes through it. Nearly 30% of container traffic uses it. Roughly 1 million barrels of oil per day move through it, every single day. But there's a catch. The canal is extremely narrow, and that means one accident can stop everything. Which brings us to a moment the world will never forget. In March 2021, a massive container ship called the Ever Given ran aground inside the Suez Canal.
Now it's one of the world's most important shipping routes, and it's blocked. A giant container ship ran aground in the Suez Canal after losing power.
The ship turned sideways and completely blocked the canal. Within hours, 300 ships were stuck waiting. Global supply chains froze. Oil prices jumped. Cargo worth billions was delayed. At one point, the backlog reached over 400 ships. The estimated economic cost? Nearly $9 to $10 billion per day. All because of one ship in one narrow channel. And that revealed something important. Our global supply chains are incredibly efficient, but also incredibly fragile. But the next choke point is even more critical, because it doesn't control consumer goods. It controls energy. Between Iran and Oman lies a narrow passage of water called the Strait of Hormuz. This is widely considered the most important oil choke point on Earth. Why? Because this strait is the gateway from the Persian Gulf to the open ocean. And the Persian Gulf contains some of the world's largest oil producers: Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates. Every day, about 20% of the world's oil consumption travels through this narrow corridor. That's roughly 20 million barrels of oil per day. And the shipping lanes? Just 2 miles wide in each direction. This means a geopolitical crisis here could instantly affect global energy prices. Whenever tensions rise in the region, oil traders start worrying. Because if this strait closes, oil prices worldwide could skyrocket. Which means higher fuel prices, higher transport costs, more expensive food, more expensive goods. In other words, a tiny waterway between 2 countries can affect the price of groceries across the planet. But there's one more choke point, and it carries even more ships than the Suez Canal. Between the Indonesian island of Sumatra and the Malay Peninsula lies the Strait of Malacca. This is the main shipping corridor between the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and it serves some of the biggest economies on Earth, including China, Japan, South Korea. Nearly one-third of the world's shipping traffic passes through here. Imagine a maritime highway with thousands of ships. Now squeeze it down to a channel that is barely 1.7 miles wide at its narrowest point. That section is called the Phillips Channel near Singapore. Ships carrying crude oil, electronics, cars, raw materials, all funnel through this corridor. And because traffic is so dense, the Strait of Malacca has historically faced problems with piracy, collisions, and congestion. If this choke point was suddenly closed, ships would have to reroute thousands of kilometers around the Indonesian archipelago, which could add days or weeks to global shipping routes and disrupt supply chains across Asia, Europe, and America. But here's something even more interesting. Countries are now trying to reduce their dependence on these choke points. Can the world escape these choke points? Global powers understand the risk of relying on narrow maritime passages. So many countries are trying to build alternatives. For example, China's Belt and Road Initiative aims to build land routes and rail networks linking Asia to Europe. Russia is promoting the Northern Sea Route, which could shorten trade routes between Asia and Europe as Arctic ice melts. And some oil producers have built pipelines that bypass the Strait of Hormuz entirely. But despite these efforts, global shipping still depends heavily on these ancient geographic corridors. Because geography is stubborn. You can build roads, you can build railways, but you cannot move continents. So let's recap. 3 narrow waterways: Suez Canal, Strait of Hormuz, Strait of Malacca. Together they control an enormous portion of global trade, oil supply, international shipping routes. The modern economy feels digital and invisible. But behind every product you buy, there's a ship somewhere on the ocean, quietly threading its way through one of these global maritime choke points. And if one of those tiny gateways shuts down, the ripple effects can reach every country on Earth. If you found this fascinating, hit subscribe to Simplified For You, where we break down complex global systems into simple, clear explanations. And tell me in the comments, which global system should we simplify next? The global oil market, the semiconductor supply chain, or the rare earth minerals race? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.